¿Qué tal, amigos? Sean bienvenidos al capítulo 2 de la temporada 4 de Tavo, PodCast. Recuerden de darle like al video, suscríbanse al canal, háganle clic a la campanita para que cada vez que subamos un video se les avise. También pueden darse una vuelta por el Facebook de Tavo Podcast, donde se pueden mantener informados acerca de lo que acontece en el metal nacional e internacional. También pueden visitar las cuentas de Tavo Podcast en TikTok e Instagram. En este capítulo 2 vamos a recordar una entrevista que hicimos a Mitch Harris de Napalm, la primera vez que visitaron Lima. Recuerden de que Napalm va a estar este 5 de octubre en el Centro de Convenciones Festiva de Alfonso Ugarte junto a las bandas Desastre Natural y Crimena Battery. Las entradas están de venta en Joinas y en pmcshow.com. Esta entrevista con Mitch Harris se hizo, como les dije, la primera vez que Napalm visitó Lima, un 3 de noviembre de 2005 en el Barranco Bar de Lima, Perú. La verdad que ese concierto nos cayó a todos de sorpresa, a todos los fans de Napalm, y la verdad que ese concierto fue increíble. Incluso acá les voy a dejar algunas pequeñas escenas cuando Napalm visitó Galerias, Brasil, y algún pequeño extracto del concierto que vivimos en Barranco.
Todo junto,
Man, welcome to Peru.
Cuidado. Yeah, I'll get those up.
Gustan, hardcore death metal, punk rock clásico. ¿Quién? Esto es del álbum Leaders Not Followers Part 2. Originalmente, esto es el son de Critic Slaughter. Critic Slaughter! Low Lord! Slaughter. Amigos y amigas. ¡Qué clásico! ¡Qué clásico!
Para mí la verdad fue un sueño hecho realidad ver a una banda que ha influenciado mucho en la música que hago y también una banda que sigo constantemente. Vendría a ser, este concierto del 5 de octubre vendría a ser la 6ª vez que viene Napalm a Lima. Sin más que decir, los dejo con Napalm en Lima y la entrevista a Mitch Harris.
Bueno, estamos aquí en el Mariangola, vamos a entrevistar a los maestros de la música agresiva y de la bulla, a los Napalm de Birmingham. Acá tenemos a Lina que está preparando sus rodilleras para la entrevista. ¿Qué te pareció el concierto ayer, Lina? Ya, gracias. ¿Tú, Cristian, que sí estuviste ahí?
Mucho.
Demasiado.
Muy brutal, demasiado.
¿Tú qué tal, Verónica?
Bravas.
¿Sí?
Claro.
¿Qué te han parecido los chicos de Napalm?
Buenísima gente, recontra.
Sí, recontra sencillos, ¿no?
Sí.
Porque también en el aeropuerto, ¿para qué recontra sencillos?
O sea, está.
Sí. Vamos a ver que en un momento regresamos con Napalm. Thanks for wearing my t-shirt. This is the CD from the band. This is the demo for you. And this is my other band. Okay. Hope you enjoy it. Cool. How was the concert yesterday? Yeah, really good. I like the opinion of the fans, the Peruvian fans. Kevin. Great. Really? Yeah. Well, this is sunlight. I was thinking about the political stuff. Do you have any kind of problem with that, the political activism?
No.
No?
No. Not really.
In
Any countries?
Yeah.
Not yet.
One. This one.
Sí, pues. Ya. Dile video.
That's a little interview for a magazine.
One more. Okay, I just want to grab one.
Okay.
Sí.
Just to...
¿Cómo desapareció el Perú?
What's your opinion about Peru? When you notice that you are going to play here, what's the first thought that came to your mind?
Well, the first time that we played in South America, we tried to play Peru, but that time it didn't happen. And so I was happy to see it on the list this time. I saw some bands had problems playing here, problems with promoters and rip-off people, and, but I know that there's very many fans from Peru. Even many years ago, 1987, I was receiving letters from Lima with many fans for Righteous Pigs and Defecation, and it was a pleasure for us to come. I saw also on the website that in Peru there were people more excited than anywhere.
Yeah,
we were
waiting like 15 years for you.
Yeah, so and it was really good reaction, excellent equipment, and everything at the club was really good. We didn't know. Sometimes we expect that it's not going to be so good, but it was perfect. So.
Yeah, Anthrax played there and they said the same. What about the new CD? What is the meaning behind the title? The code is red, what is the code?
It's about all the anti-terrorist campaign, really.
Okay.
You know, how the government is making fear into the people in order to take all the rights away and the liberties, you know, freedom and more security, more checks, eye scanning and fingerprinting, and, you know, just using things like September 11th in order to convince the public that there's a war against them, where maybe it's not as bad as the government makes it.
¿Su activismo político les ha generado algún problema?
This is about your political activism that stuff give you problems in any countries.
We've never had any problems really. I mean, we're lucky that today, in these years, that we can. You know, we have freedom of speech, and nobody has taken that away from us yet. So maybe in some countries like Cuba, maybe we would have a little more problems. But really, so far,
I was talking with an American friend, and I said to him that he lived in the biggest cage bird because cage jail, because the United States is like a big cage with. I mean, they have the freedom is control because you do everything that the government wants to do. You don't have choice to be like buying communism's books or stuff like that because they start to follow you and put in jail. And you said that it's not about that. You know, Americans aren't like.
In America, to me, it seems more like they try to get the public from an early age to commit to get a job, to to have children, to get a mortgage, and to go into debt, into debt, credit, and mortgage, and that way they become a slave to the government.
Okay.
So they can always work.
Manage.
So they need to keep their, environment, status. And that's the problem with America, really. Everywhere, really.
Everywhere.
Cuando se enteraron de que la gira era en Perú, ¿ya le preguntaste ya? ¿Qué les inspira a hacer música tan brutal y agresiva hasta este momento?
What inspires you to make that kind of music so violent and brutal, extreme?
I don't think it's violent, actually, but
I mean violent, not
aggressive.
Aggressive, okay.
Okay.
Not violent.
It was an evolution, really, from the early music, from Venom, Slayer, Metallica, DRI, SOD, Corrosion of Conformity, Creator, Destruction, Sodom. Many bands that inspired us. Heavy stuff, Celtic Frost, Discharge, Attitude Adjustment, Hellhammer.
And lyrically?
Lyrically? More, for me, it was more bands like DRI that were inspiring politically, Then there was other bands that I didn't care for the lyrics, like Venom and Slayer, it's Satanicos, but these are friends of ours.
Okay, no,
but I mean, for me, it's like, it's not all about the lyrics. If I like a band and it's good music, then it's okay, but I never liked the satanic message. I think, sometimes it's a joke, but the problem is many people take it serious.
It's like a show.
Yeah, it's like an image, so it works good for some bands, but also it started with me from like Kiss, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Scorpions, Judas Priest, all that stuff. Faster, Amigo, So, for Napalm Death, there was a logical progression to mix all these styles into one thing. So.
Tras el retiro de Jesse Pintado, vemos ahora a Napalm Death con una sola guitarra. ¿Han tenido algún problema en adaptar los temas?
Do you have any problem with that, Jesse Pintado, regarding the guitar playing stuff like live or during the recording?
No. Well, I always played most of the recording anyways.
Okay. Do you still have contact with the ex-members? I mean, Mitch Harris or Jesse?
I send Jesse emails, sometimes emails. Lee Dorian, we see him. He came to one show in London. Mick, I have not seen him for 8 years. And there's no real contact.
There's no possibility for Jesse to rejoin the band.
We gave him many opportunities that he decided that he has other plans. So right now we've been together 4-piece for 3 years. So it's the future. We've come so far now that it's just too much. It's okay for me. For many people, hey, it's maybe a big disappointment without Jesse, but for me, it's important that we stay together, 100% focused. We're stronger.
Do you have a house together? I mean, do you live together?
One house between me, Shane, Jesse, and Danny. but now it's Shane and Danny living there. And, I don't live there anymore.
Si tuvieran que hacer un recuento de todos los discos de Napalm, para ustedes, ¿cuál es su mejor disco y en cuál creen que la gente lo recuerda más?
Do you wanna revise the discography, Napalm discography? What is your best CD, or what is the CD that you think that the people like a lot, or I don't know?
Well, Harmony Corruption is the obvious favorite for many people, because I think it was a signature of the time. Many people were like 17, 18 years old at that time, finishing high school, college, or it was a group of people together, with like at a time when death metal and hardcore was meeting, to make grindcore. It was new and extreme, so
like a bomb.
So people, they really liked that album. For me, my favorite album is the new album, and the last three really.
Yeah, the last three are very, very good.
I really like it, but I think it's good for me for like 1 or 2 years, and then I'm ready for.
What about the period between Diatribes, Inside the Torn Apart, and
Words for the Exit? For me, I really love that period because
I talk about that period like a groove period of Napalm.
Yeah. Well, Fear, Emptiness, Despair was a big change for people, and it was important for the band to progress, to make a different style. That to me that was extreme because people did not know what to expect. So when they were listening to the music, they were shocked. Like, I didn't expect it to be so different, So to me, it's important that Napalm Death was innovating and still making a new style that people didn't expect, And for me, it could be boring to play the same style always. And maybe now we wouldn't be together because it's the same album again and again and again. But now, we learned many tricks about writing songs and dynamics and stuff. So it helped us to continue now again with more faster experience.
Is there any room for more evolution in Napalm Death?
I think so, yeah. Maybe this time on the next album there will be a little bit more, but
fast.
Still fast, faster, but also more dynamics again. It's good.
Napalm desde sus inicios hasta la actualidad, ¿cómo se sienten y cómo creen que se ha dado su evolución o involución? ¿Me preguntas?
I said that already.
Yeah, I said that.
¿Qué opinan de Napalm en la actualidad? ¿Cómo ven la respuesta de la gente en estos tiempos? ¿Cuál es la diferencia para ustedes entre los fans de los 80 y los fans actuales? ¿Extrañan algo de los 80?
What's the difference between the 80s fans and the fans of this century? Regarding, changing CDs or
stuff. I think the difference for the music scene at that time, there were not as many bands playing this kind of music, and each band that did play this music had a totally unique identity. And then in the 90s, many record companies released very average, typical death metal, grindcore stuff. All these bands were inspired by the same stuff, but not underground stuff. They were inspired by bands that had albums available, like Napalm Death, Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, Dark Angel, DSI. There was no underground tape trading scene. These people missed that, So, now for many years the scene developed, and now you have like black metal, new metal, and all this, metalcore and stuff. It's just a different name for something. It's just an obvious progression, but for me it's quite boring. Extreme music doesn't do much for me anymore because it has no identity now.
Okay. What is your favorite CDs or music that listen to today?
Maybe more stuff like Aphex Twin, Deftones maybe, or Bjork and Cranberries. Things completely removed from Napalm, because when we tour together we hear so many, extreme kinds of music. Some I like and some it does nothing for me, so I prefer music with melody. Some pop stuff, radio music, and
Pops like
the Beatles and things like, teaching my daughter about music, that she missed from the 90s and the 70s and 80s.
Your daughter loves your Napalm stuff?
Yeah, she likes Nazi punks fuck off for some reason. and yeah, she was at the rehearsals with us. So.
Mitch, what's a pleasure to have you here and all the band, and last word for
for the Peruvian fans, and stay true to the metal scene, and make sure to come back next time we play here, and just support each other and make a nice, happy environment for your children.
¿Podrías invitarlo para que escuchen?
Okay. You have any say some words for PeruRadio.net and invite the people to listen.
Hola, this is Mitch Harris from Napalm, and you're listening to PeruRadio.net.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Mitch. You're man.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Espero que esta entrevista con Mitch Harris de Napalm haya sido de su completo agrado. La verdad que fue grato volver a recordar esas épocas donde había más juventud, y la verdad ese concierto fue una total devastación. Fueron 20 o 19 temas, uno tras otro, que devastaron a toda la gente que estaba ávida por escuchar y ver a Napalm. Esta entrevista fue subtitulada gracias a Fede de Rotten Grinders. Busquen Rotten Grinders en Facebook y suscríbanse a esa página. Y también gracias a que la cámara estuvo a cargo de Christian Hall, vocalista de Bélica y de Opresor. Sin más que decirles, les recuerdo, y como siempre les digo, todos somos la escena. Y el próximo fin de semana vamos a tener una entrevista con Jesús de Templo del Averno, una banda que está en todas. Ahora sí, adiós.